Good evening and welcome to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan and let's look into today's reports. SGLT2 inhibitors used tied to lower pneumonia risk in diabetics. Diabetes patients are known to be at higher risk of pneumonia and pneumonia mortality. Sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors are the latest class of glucose lowering agents that have shown to reduce pneumonia risk in various clinical trials. However, not much is known about the real-world effectiveness of sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors as compared to the risk of pneumonia. Patients with type 2 diabetes using sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors are at a significantly lower risk of pneumonia and pneumonia mortality versus those using dipeptidyl peptidase 4 inhibitors as per a recent study that has been published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. The researchers therefore concluded that compared with dipeptidyl peptidase 4 inhibitors, sodium glucose cotransporter 2 use was associated with a reduced risk of pneumonia and pneumonia mortality in a real-world setting. Exposure of children to electromagnetic fields emitted by mobile devices not associated with sleep disturbances. Sleep is crucial for health and the development of adolescents, and yet many of them do not get enough sleep. The use of mobile phones and other devices is one factor and could be linked to various common factors including mental stress, blue light exposure, or even exposure to low levels of radio frequency electromagnetic fields that have been emitted by these devices. There are very few studies examining the potential effect of radio frequency electromagnetic fields on sleep. The overall exposure of pre-adolescent children to electromagnetic fields that have been emitted by mobile communication devices during the day is not associated with sleep disturbances, according to the study findings that have been published in a journal called Environmental Research. The study suggests that there may be an effect on sleep when exposure occurs during the evening. But their findings do suggest that the amount of radio frequency electromagnetic fields dose absorbed by the brain in the evening might be more relevant for adolescent sleep. Small amounts of carbon monoxide may help protect vision in diabetes. Diabetic retinopathy is a diabetic complication that affects the eyes. It is caused by damage to the blood vessels of the retina. It has been hypothesized that carbon monoxide acts as an important vascular paracrine factor and plays a major role in blood flow regulation in several tissues. Hillhurst Biopharmaceuticals is a clinical stage company that focuses on blood as well as inflammatory disorders. Preclinical studies have suggested that an ingested liquid that ultimately delivers a small dose of carbon monoxide to the eye appears to target the key factors that damage or even destroy vision in both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. This was developed. The unique liquid to gas transformation enables more targeted dosing since the amount that is needed can vary between individuals, and if only a one-day approved for humans will help ensure dosing accuracy and the ability of patients eventually to easily and safely use the compound at home, the scientists and its developers have recently reported. Combined laser treatment effective for ear keloids. Keloids are benign fibrous tumors that are developed due to excessive proliferation of fibroblasts and even collagen synthesis following an injury. They do not regress spontaneously. They may even occur either on the helix or the anterior or posterior lobe up to several years after piercing. Treatment of ear keloids with a combination of lasers has shown a synergistic effect and was found to be effective according to the results that have been recently published in a study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology. The study showed that a combination laser treatment yielded an excellent outcome in 88% of treated lesions. There was a slightly higher prevalence of excellent outcome of the group which was treated with a further procedure.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.